Hi, I'm Margarum, and this is my video submission to be an ETA with Fulbright Czech Republic. So to start this off, life after 3 p.m., I'm someone who has a lot of hobbies and passions. I love reading, baking, cooking, traveling, hiking, and being outdoors, and I'd love to continue those hobbies and passions while in the Czech Republic. I love finding community through those hobbies and passions, whether it's book clubs, going to the local library, or volunteering in the community. I'd welcome any opportunity to do those, and I definitely seek those communities and events out. Additionally, if there was the opportunity to get involved within my school, whether it's being involved in an after-school club or program or tutoring, I'd welcome that as well. I'm someone who loves to stay busy, I love to stay active, and I'd really like to do that and continue my hobbies and passions while in the Czech Republic. For the second question, how do I cope with loneliness and homesickness? One instance sticks out to me. I moved to DC for a summer and I didn't know anyone and I was really intimidated. But I knew I had a support system back home that I could rely on. If I called my family or my friends, they were there for me, but they encouraged me to put myself out there and push myself out of my comfort zone. And I did just that. I reached out to new people, I made new friends, I was going to museums every weekend, going on solo day trips, and it was a really great way for me to be more comfortable being alone. And that independence continued. A couple weeks later, I was studying abroad in Prague, and I felt so much more comfortable and confident being alone. But I knew if those feelings ever crept in, I had that same support system, and I'd been through it before, and I knew I could really thrive no matter what. For the third question, conflict mode. I've worked in customer service jobs since high school, so I really feel comfortable dealing with conflict. An instance that sticks out to me is when I worked in the president's office at my college. I had an angry parent phone call, but when those kinds of instances happen, I always do my best to provide them resources, give them advice, direct them with someone who can help. But most importantly, I look to resolve conflict, but I also hold my ground and stay firm to what I know. Even when the person on the other line was getting frustrated and angry, I stayed true to my values and made sure that a solution was reached no matter what. All right, on to school choices. I would say my top choice would be a gymnasium. I'm passionate about higher education. I have a lot of experience in it, and I'd really love to share my differences in culture and experiences compared to the US with the Czech Republic to the students there. I think it would be a really cool opportunity. For the second choice, I would say business schools. I have an international business minor in college. I've taken international trade, economics, and international business classes, and I think my expertise would be a really cool fit, and I could lend some really cool opinions in classes and in discussions. And I would say my third choice would probably be agriculture. I grew up in rural New Jersey, so I'm very familiar with farming, and I love being outdoors, and I think it would be a really cool fit for me. And that's it. Thank you so much.